the path. Welcome. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Okay, we're going to start off like that. All right, yes. Here we are. Where am I at? I'm at Rythmia. Wow, what an amazing place. So I usually spend the first minute or so of the talk kind of recapping the week, what's going on, giving you a sense of Rythmia. As we start to build a little traffic and people start to come on, and then I can kind of get into the main meat of the talk, because I'm really excited to share with you this model of unconscious competence, right? But in the meantime, let me tell you a little bit, before I get to that, let me tell you about Rythmia and what's going on. We have Giovanni Bartolomeo here this week, who's a wonderful friend and breathwork coach, so much more. But we did some amazing breath work this week with Gio, and it really helps to go into the ceremony. We did an ice bath. We did some Wim Hof breath work and did an ice bath before ceremony. Really, really cool. So much transformation. And this week, I got to be more connected with the group than usual, because I'm teaching a lot of the classes this week. And it's been such an honor to watch people's movement on just a different level, right? Because I'm in class with them like every day, and to see it and to just witness what's happening here, this expansion, this releasing of old stories. And they all boil down to something like, I'm not enough, I'm not safe, I don't belong. It's some iteration of that. I'm not enough, like it happens for everybody but me. I don't belong. It's not, I don't fit in here. I'm not liked. I'm not loved. I'm ugly. I'm fat, blah, blah, blah. All boils down to I don't belong, right? It all boils down to one of those three. Maybe there might be one or two more, but basically I don't belong. I'm not safe. I'm not enough. One of those three stories is what happened to us before the age of 7. Something happened. And it can be as minimal as I didn't get to go, play Monopoly with my brothers and sisters. It could be as heavy as I was abused or abandoned. But along that spectrum, it doesn't matter. Because if I didn't get to play Monopoly or I was abandoned, the story is the same. I don't belong. And so it's just as heavy, right? And what happens also is this usually happens before a certain level of cognitive development. And so our memory hasn't fully evolved yet. Our capacity to remember in words and pictures hasn't evolved. And so the amygdala, which is like the reptilian brain, records those early memories before we can remember, but records those early memories in the amygdala as emotion. And then that feeling tone emotion of I'm not safe, or I don't belong, or I'm not enough gets embedded in the most fundamental understanding that we have. And now we develop all this, gray matter and frontal lobe and cerebral cortex, and we've forgotten that this little program in the background is still operating. I'm not enough, I'm not safe, I don't belong. It's recorded in the amygdala. When we drink the medicine, those emotions come up. I start feeling stuff that I haven't felt before, or that I normally feel, but I was unaware of it. It's something I'm not willing to see, hear, think, know, or feel about myself. When I click into that, when I see, oh my God, my story's been, I don't belong. And guess what? It's not true. I belong everywhere I go. I've been perpetuating this story on my own. Holy moly. That's seeing the keystone lie. That's seeing the lie that we tell about ourselves. And once we tell ourselves the truth for the first time, we're no longer a liar. We come back to a state of wholeness. Oh, that wasn't true at all. I belong. I'm enough. I'm safe. I might not have been safe when I was 3, and that got recorded in my amygdala, but now I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm an adult. I have agency. I'm not a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old who doesn't have control. And now we can reframe, rewrite those stories. We see what's been running us. We see how it outpictures in all of our lives, in how it outpictures in our life. And that's coming back to a state of wholeness. That's merging with your soul. And from a merged soul, you can heal your heart. We're designed to heal our bodies on their own, but we can't heal when we're split. We can't heal when we're not whole. We're always whole, but when we have a story of not being whole. So, we say that plant medicine done wrong answers every question. So a lot of you, if you haven't been to Rythmia yet and you want to come, you might have all these questions. I want to fix my relationship with my husband or my wife. I want to get a better job. I want to find my life purpose. I want to find joy in life. I want to, release this thing, whatever it is. We have all these, I want to fix all this stuff in my life. And we say, put all those aside and stick with show me who I've become, merge me with my soul, and heal my heart. Stick with those 3 group intentions. And when you do, your questions go away. When you merge with your soul, plant medicine done wrong answers your questions. Plant medicine done right eliminates the questions, because from a state of wholeness, I know what's right for me. I know who the right person is. I know what my purpose is. I'm in touch with myself. I'm connected with myself again. So that's what's going on this week. It is freaking amazing. I didn't have the chat up. Let me see who's on. Hey, Dorota, hello. This little light, hello. Colette, thank you. YouTube, Tama. No, this is not pre-recorded. It is live. That's why it's called a Facebook Live. Sorry, YouTube, Tama. Linda Young, hello. Great to see you. Joe Rogers. Wonderful. Can't wait for you to come back either, Joe. So I wanted to talk to you guys about unconscious competence. Milor, epic ether. Epic ether? Ether? Epic ether. Hey, I love you too. Thank you. Okay, I want to share with you these 4 levels of competence and incompetence. It's a learning model that's been around since the 60s. But I think it's really cool, and it helped me when I began to understand it a little more. It helped me to know where, Miriam. Hi, Miriam. Good to see you, sister. It helped me to know where I'm at, because so often, we come to a place like Rythmia, or we up level in some way in our lives. We see something, and then it seems like the same stuff is happening again. You're like, I thought I fixed this. What happened? Right? Well, this helped me to understand something about the way I learn and the way I take on new things in my life. So the 4 levels are unconscious incompetence. The next level is conscious incompetence. Then the next level is conscious competence. And then the final level is unconscious competence. So unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious competence. Here's how it works. Unconscious incompetent. I don't know what I don't know. I don't even know how much I don't know. I'm unconscious completely around something, some aspect of my life, some aspect of me, or even a skill. Like there's stuff that I don't know. Hi, Petra. Great to see you too. So like, I know I don't know how to speak. So there's 3 realms of knowledge. We talked about this before. There's what I know. I know how to speak English. I know I don't know. So there's what I know. There's what I know I don't know. And there's what I don't know I don't know. So I know how to speak English. I know I don't know how to speak Russian. But then there's a greater realm of knowledge where I don't even know what I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like I didn't know that I didn't know that so much of our understanding of the earth, like the age of the earth and plate tectonics and all that stuff, didn't come about until the last 25, 30 years. Like I didn't know that. Like a lot of these theories. I'm reading a book called A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson, which is super cool. And I'm learning all this stuff that I didn't know, right? It wasn't even in my realm of understanding. So now, conscious, unconscious incompetence. I'm living life, and there's all this stuff I don't know. I don't even know that I'm being driven by these unconscious beliefs and fears and doubts and worries that are recorded in my amygdala. I didn't know that, right? And so there's unconscious incompetence. Like, I don't know that I'm being an asshole. I don't know that I'm alienating my friends. I just know that life sucks. I just know that stuff is really hard, right? I don't know that I'm in victim consciousness. I just know that I feel like a victim. I know that everything's happening to me, and it's not, and it's not my fault. It's something outside of me. There's unconscious incompetence. So let's say I'm learning, I didn't know about all this stuff with science. So there's the realm of unconscious incompetence. Then I'm learning. Then I learned something about science. Oh, all this information about plate tectonics and the age of the earth and the age of the universe and all that came out recently within the last 30 years. I didn't know that. Now I know. So now I'm consciously incompetent. I know that I don't know. And then I get to a level of mastery. Now I'm learning more and more and more about science. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Mindy. Great to see you. Now I'm in the level of conscious competence. Like, I know something and I'm learning more about it. Now I'm competent about the science and stuff. Let me rephrase. And then finally, I get to a level where I've internalized that information and I don't have to think about it. It's just, I'm unconsciously competent. So now let's take this and apply it to your spiritual growth and development. Right? So you see something about yourself. Oh, I react a lot when I feel threatened, and the threat isn't real. It's left over from this old story that I had when I was a kid, and I'm reacting to it. So now I become aware of it. So before, I didn't know that I was reacting to feeling threatened because of something that happened when I was a child. That's unconscious incompetence. And now you come to rythmia, you drink the medicine, you see something. You go, oh, I do that. I react from a place of fear when I feel threatened because it makes me feel like I did when I was, afraid because my father was drunk, right? Whatever. And I didn't know I was reacting based on that old story. Now I know, but I keep doing it. Right? Like, I'm conscious of it, but I keep oh man, I reacted again. Oh man, I did it. I saw it and I still do it. We get to that point and a lot of us give up. We're like, oh, I'm a loser, right? But with this model of the 4 steps of learning, I can locate myself. Oh, I'm just at a level of unconscious or of conscious incompetence. I'm conscious that I'm doing this, but I haven't got the skill level up enough to know how to not do it. Right? But I'm aware that I'm doing it. So that's conscious incompetence. And then after a while, we keep working on it. We're meditating, we're praying, we're communing with we're having fellowship. We might be going to a spiritual center. I'm doing my breath work. I'm doing yoga. I'm taking care of my body. I'm doing all this stuff. And pretty soon I'm less reactive. I don't react as much. Now I'm at conscious competence. I can see that when I'm not fully placing my awareness on this, I can be reactive. I can slip back into those old habits. But when I'm aware of it, it's effort, it's work, but I'm doing it. And now I'm consciously competent. I'm getting a skill. I'm up leveling. I'm consciously competent. I'm not as reactive. I know when I'm being reactive. I can catch it. I know when I'm not catching it. That's the level of conscious competence. And then eventually we get to a place of unconscious competence. I don't have to think about it so much. I'm just not reactive. Nothing moves me. I'm not swayed by the ephemeral comings and goings of people and things and situations. I'm solid in myself and I don't have to think about it anymore. It's just the way I am. I know for me, when I have the insight, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that. And when I'm at the level of conscious incompetence, I think that I should be unconsciously competent, right? And then I get pissed at myself. I'm not there. When is everything going to change? And I kind of fall back into that old pattern of, I'm just fucked up. I'm just a mess, right? I'm not going to ever do it. It never works out for me. Boom, right back into the victim story. But if I can locate myself, oh, I'm at the level of conscious incompetence. I've seen something and I haven't gotten the skill yet in order to regularly overcome that. And then I know I'm going to get eventually to a place of conscious competence where it's going to be work. But I'm constantly have to be on guard. I have to be aware and keep my awareness up every day. I have to make sure that I'm centering myself and I'm not reacting, and I have to catch myself. That's conscious competence, and it's effort. And then I know that eventually I'm going to get to the place of unconscious competence. It's just second nature. I just am not so reactive anymore. Something's changed in my life. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I think this model is a great model for helping me. It helped me to not be so hard on myself. It helped me to give myself a little bit of a break. Hey, Carmelo, great to see you, brother. Mindy, so nice to see you as well. So that's the model, right? That's what I wanted to share with you today, that we're all on this path in different areas of our lives, right? There are areas of your life where you are unconsciously competent, where you just do stuff. You don't have to think about it. It's just boom, boom, boom. You're in the flow state on it. And then there are areas of our lives, of your life, of my life, where I might be at different stages in that I might be at unconscious incompetence. I'm not even aware of some things. I might be in conscious incompetence. I'm aware. I keep stubbing my toe. I keep messing up, but I'm aware of it. And I might be at conscious competence. I'm really working hard at this level of my life, but it takes a lot. I have to constantly work on it. I have to constantly place my awareness on it, but I'm doing it. And then eventually it becomes second nature, and I'm in unconscious competence. I'm just doing it. Hey, and Angiska, Angeniska. I'm just looking at Angeniska. Thank you so much. All right. So here we are. Amanda. Great to see you, Amanda. So you guys are way better. We're all way better than we think we are. Let's just start there. We are doing so good. You guys are holding so much down. I'm holding so much down. Consciously competent at so much in our lives. We're not even acknowledging. We're unconsciously competent at so much in our lives. We're unconscious of how competent we are in so many areas. So look at all those areas. Maybe that's the invitation for today, is look at those 4 levels. Where are you unconsciously competent in your life? Give yourself a pat on the back. Man, I got a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I don't have to think about brushing my teeth or tying my shoes or how to make dinner, how to feed the kids. Right? I don't have to think about how to drive. I don't have to think about so much. Think about all the things that you are unconsciously competent at. And then you can think about how long it took you to tie your shoes and drive a car and learn how to make dinner and all that stuff, right? Now we can give ourselves a break. We can believe, we can be a little bit more gentle with ourselves. What areas are you consciously competent, where you're working at it, but you've gained some competency in this, and where are you in that? And then look at where you're consciously incompetent, like you've been, I just saw this about myself, and I keep doing it. And then you can be just more gentle with yourself. Just be a little bit more gentle. Linda Young says, Linda Young Thomas says, Rythmia showed me how perfect everything is. When I'm triggered, I simply say, that is perfect. Beautiful. Now, I want to offer something on that, Linda. Like, there's something that we do called spiritual bypass, right? Where it's like, everything's going to hell in a handbasket, and you're like, everything's fine. I do it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But I don't feel like everything's fine, right? So when I simply say that's perfect, and I know you're doing this, Linda, because I know the work you did at Rythmia, but for everyone, just to bring into our awareness that when I say that's perfect, I'm not just like denying what's so. What I'm saying is that I know that everything is unfolding for me. Nothing's happening to me. Everything is happening for me. That there's either a lesson or a blessing in this experience. And that everything is happening for my growth. It's either pushing me by pain or pulling me by a vision. I'm either pushed by pain or pulled by a vision. That's a wonderful phrase from Reverend Michael. I want to acknowledge my teacher. So when I say that's perfect, there's a deep realization that even though I can't see it now, there's some good seeking to emerge. I can't see it, but there's some good seeking to emerge. And I can trust in that because I've had experience of that in my life. I can look back and see there's lots of things that I happened, that I lived through, that I grew through, And I didn't go through them. I grow through them, right? If there are lots of things that I grew through in life that in the beginning, if I would have known what was on the other, I wouldn't have wanted to go through it. Like Jesus says, let this bitter cup pass from my lips. I don't want to do this, right? But on the other side, resurrection. On the other side, redemption. On the other side, I'm light. I'm beyond all of the shit of this world, right? Why are you looking for the living among the dead, baby? So, so when I say that's perfect, it's not denying what's so. When someone's sick and I say there's a perfection within you, I'm not denying that they're sick. I'm saying that that even though the physical appearance is sick, that is an appearance of a previously held thought. And I know that something always is seeking to emerge. That every system in nature and in every biological system, every physical system seeks homeostasis. Every system seeks balance, order, and harmony. So I know that my friend who's sick, her body is seeking homeostasis. It is seeking order, harmony, and balance. It is seeking perfection. So rather than getting caught up in the circumstance, and I don't want to deny the circumstance, I want to be neutral. I want to say, this is what's so. And I know something wonderful is emerging. I know that there's a blueprint of health and perfection at the center of every cell of my friend's body. And therefore, that is what is revealing itself. The healing isn't changing anything. The healing is revealing the inherent truth that we're perfect, whole, and complete. The inherent truth that there's a divine blueprint of perfection at the center of every atom of my body. And that I am open and available to bring myself into alignment with the unerring order, harmony, balance of the universe. So I'm not denying the current situation, but I'm holding a vision for what is possible. That's the key. I'm not denying the current situation. I'm holding a vision for what's possible. I'm going to end on this note. Harriet Tubman. Y'all know Harriet Tubman as the Underground Railroad, moving enslaved men and women that were forced to work and give up their lives and to be bred for profit, right? So Harriet Tubman escaped slavery and then went back into slave territory to free other slaves. And she said, I could have freed so many more people, but they didn't think it was possible. How often have we left ourselves enchained because we didn't think our freedom was possible? We didn't think our healing was possible. We didn't think our joy was possible. We didn't even think it was possible. We couldn't even have the faith of a mustard seed, just a little bit of what's seeking to emerge. Because right now, in the present moment, infinite possibilities exist. Infinite potential, infinite possibility, and it's only right here, right now. It's not in the future, it's not in the past, it's right now. All we have is now. So, when I am not denying the current circumstance, but holding the possibility of the future, I have to at least believe it's possible that my friend can heal. I have to at least believe it's possible that I can be happy. I have to at least believe it's possible that I can be abundant and prosperous. If I don't even believe it's possible, it's not possible. But if I at least have the faith of a mustard seed that it's possible, that's where transformation emerges. That is alchemy. What is alchemy? Well, the old, mystical occult alchemy is that you can transmute base metals of lead into gold, into precious metals. And to do that, you have to have a little bit of gold to transmute the lead into a precious metal. So that's what we're doing. We're doing our spiritual alchemy. So there's the heavy leaden situation. I'm not enough. I'm not prosperous. There's illness. Something's triggering me, right? That situation, heavy, leaden, full of fear, doubt, worry, lack, limitation, not enoughness. And now I hold the possibility, the faith of a mustard seed. I hold the possibility that I can be free. I hold the possibility that I can be healthy. I hold the possibility that I have health and wealth and abundance and prosperity and joy and love and order and harmony and balance and excellence and creativity. I hold the possibility. I just have to hold the possibility. Like Harriet Tubman said, they didn't believe it was possible and they were afraid. That was the other thing she said. They were afraid, right? So it's okay to be afraid. But if I lose what I'm holding on so preciously to, but I'm enslaved to it, I'm not living at all. So I'm going to open up, hold the possibility that I can be free, hold the possibility that I'm lovable, hold the possibility that I can be in joy, that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me, that beauty and joy and harmony and love and divine intelligence are flowing through me. I hold that possibility. And through that, we can transmute the heavy, leaden thought forms of lack and limitation and not enoughness. Okay. Woohoo! So great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for coming and joining today. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I wish you peace and richest blessings. God bless you. Thank you.